legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Fullback's got it. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll move 6 on the play.
A lot of times offenses will do the F5 formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, trying to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Sends it back in motion. Goes to the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And the Black Knights decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. So Pittsburgh's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground.
Breaks into the open. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marked it at the 47. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Short cross.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle with Soto. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Got his man. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed. They've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Entering 3-3-5.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Now on the option. They stop him in his track, tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing. The Black Knights in the hurry up.
Yeah, this offense, man, you got to do a better job of blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Gets it out quickly. That ought to be enough to give him the first down. You set him down after the completion.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Soto. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs.
Audible. Short cross.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. It's complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. Timeout call here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal.
Audible. SilK.
He's looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field. Spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Robinson.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Grab near the sticks. It's Smith. Oh, what a catch! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Entering play ball, empty.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway.
Strum flood.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. The offense changing the play.
Ghost.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Using the quick game. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. On first and goal, let's see what it does here.
Select short cross. Ghost.
Looking to throw. Big fella moving. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way. But you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Entering 3 to 4. Odd, you have 15 options.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Creates a little room. Spins away from the defense. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. The give to the big fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
Give cushion.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. Guys, let's give a little context to where Army is. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
There are 3 categories.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. So now it's second and long. Give to the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
There are 3 categories.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Black Knights are threatening in the red zone. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Entering play call.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play call. Step carrier 3 categories. You have 15 options. Entering instant replay. Entering
work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Audible.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long.
Entering play call. Entering pause screen. You have 13 options. Instant replay is selected.
Perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Going right to work up top. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp.
Which corners is selected? Post. Zig.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry up. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Soto. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Gonna look downfield again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1.
Entering play call, MP3 BearrR 10 categories.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. Wants to go up top. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Audible.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
28-0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Entering play call.
Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
There are 2
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's what he catch it, big fella.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
SilK. Short cross.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Short cross.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Waiting seconds in the first half.
32. Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Instant replay is selected. Entering paused screen, you have 10 options. Instant replay is selected.
Spreads the uprights, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Pittsburgh. What a fine performance we've seen. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Entering paused screen, you have 5 options.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Here's the thing, not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Short cross.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Skips away from pressure. On the run, deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and the defense makes the stop and gets the football back. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field position than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession of what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Smashes it between the uprights.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Finds his man. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
Categories. You have 15 options.
Quarterback may change this route.
SilK.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
SilK.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The inside handoff. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Toss to the left. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the bat. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sweet cut there. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The play action fake. Here's the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
Entering play call, you have 7 options.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Hit right back to the line.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking deep down the right side. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Give cushion.
They'll try the run. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Black Knights will punt this one away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here we go. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th.
There are 3 categories. You have 12 options.
So first down will open up the final period. He leaves it with the back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum.
Curl flat, WR option.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down.
Zig. Audible.
From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle at Soto. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Categories.
Hit, pushing the base.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean,
looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down.
Slug go. Zig.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Pittsburgh will come to the line with a first and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Bet. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This
looking to convert the two, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. This is a designed run. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Entering play call 3-3.
It'll be third and long. On the option. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Moving away from pressure. Got his man on the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
3 categories. You have 18
now on first and 10 from the 35. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Entering 3 to 4.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
Turning it on! And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Black Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do.
Play call. Entering auto flip on pop.
Entering play call. They're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Entering play call. 3.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21.
Audible.
They'll start this drive going to the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Audible, short cross.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle with Soto. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Entering play.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Audible.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Pitt coming to the line after getting another 1st down. The next can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He turns that loose down the right side. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40.
Toast.
To the air on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Army. Completion percentage 7. Longest pass 3. ABG yards per. Team Army.